Good evening, Warriors! Back with another episode of Vigor Warriors 2 and the 1% Club. How are you guys doing? I didn't get a chance to do one the last couple days, so I figured I'd do one. About ready to kind of turn it in for the evening and get ready for a great day tomorrow. And I apologize. I know that just me and a few other people talking about that my videos are much better, at least quality-wise, when it comes to being at home or being at work. I agree totally. My problem is that I'm on a run so much that I don't get a chance to actually do one at work or at home recently, but we'll try to correct that as we go on. So, all right, a couple shout outs here. We'll probably try to start our content about three minutes here. But Yisrael Yehuddah, thank you, my friend. One of the first who commented on my channel way back when, so I appreciate all your comments, my friend. Keep it going. Mike Palmeri, thank you. Just another guy, thank you. Charles Rivers, it looks like I'm 40. That's great. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that a great deal. Wisdom Playz. I'm kind of like the dad. And it's great to hear, my friend. So I'm glad you're getting something out of it. Neil Meliment. Neil, thank you. Why attract women? I think he makes a good point. We talk a lot about it. The reason we talk about it is because it's really a concern, more of an issue that a lot of us deal with. But really, in actuality, we shouldn't be even talking about women. We should be just moving on and achieving our goals and doing the things that warriors need to do to conquest and not concern ourselves. However, it is an issue with a lot of people who are trying to get the word and understand this, and I think it's something that we look at. So, knowledge, health, yes, very important. We'll talk about more of that as we go on. And Ighah Yasharahla, thank you, my friend. I appreciate the good comments. And Leo's got endless energy. That's the way to do it, my friend. You feel great, and just continue doing that. So, all right, next time, my friends. We'll continue this next time with that shout outs. So we're going to talk about Captain America at 2:12 here. Captain America and SR. Now, there's a bunch of these comments that are kind of connected together, so I'm going to kind of focus on some of these as we go along. But the reason I talk about Captain America is because, and I like a lot of the Marvel characters, but Captain America's story has got the super soldier serum. This is making himself a super soldier. Well, someone had mentioned this, and I think it was, let me go back to that prodigal son, I think it was. Yes, talked about the fact that this semen retention is very much like the super soldier serum. And he's very much right. And now, because many people don't use it and they don't save it, it's becoming a rare commodity. This is why you should never let your energy go unless you know a specific reason for that. And that's why I say that men need to really become a self-controlled monster when it comes to not letting things, go and dissipate into the bed sheets, into anything else, and hold on to that and transmute that into other types of things that are successful. But there's a lot of things that prevent that, right? And even though you have that super, soldier serum, you have the serum inside of you, that stuff inside of you, you have to be like Captain America. Very hard to get temptation through Captain America, in a lot of stories and books and things like that. He's not tempted that often. He may get fooled once in a while, but Captain America has those values of self-control, working out, all those type of things that we need to have to be that symbol of excellence out there to God's purposes and to focus on that. So I think there's a lot of good connections there that Prodigal Son makes with Captain America. Now, other comments along with this, St. James talked about the Kundalini and Enlightenment. I think certainly as you focus on this energy we have, the pineal gland, we'll talk more about that when we talk about chakras more, again, in another episode. But Enlightenment really focuses on us being aware that we have a lot of these things within ourselves, and a lot of our health issues, all these things come back inside of ourselves. And so there's no reason why we can't be a strong individual if we know inside our body we have this. Medicine is a wonderful thing, but it's supposed to only help. God has given that ability for us to help others. But inside, we have a lot of those type of things that can help ourselves as well. A lot of very easily recuperating types of things that warriors can have, and that's important. So let me go through some other comments that are connected to this. Jon Bishop talked about the ego over God. I think this is a very important point Jon makes here. We talk about the problems when it comes to using the serum. We talk about the problems of being a superhuman person. A lot of times the ego gets in the middle of this. Instead of using this for good, for mankind, for God's purposes, warriors tend to be succumbed by others who want to use that energy. They're taking that energy away from you, and they're sucking that away. And so you become, weak and useless, and this other person becomes strong, and they get stronger and stronger, and they use that. This is why we have to be very careful that whatever looks tempting, looks like we're the dominant person, where in fact we're not the dominant person, and we're becoming sucked dry, and we don't have that kind of energy. We're losing that serum that the prodigal son talks about. So the ego is something we have to be careful of. So Jon makes a very good point talking about that. And I think there's a few other ones I want to comment on. So Levi talks about being like a lion. And this is also part of what we're talking about here. So as your serum, you're talking about being a lion. And there's that famous picture that I saw where the lion is sitting there and just watching what's going on. And all these females are jumping on the lion. He's paying no attention at all. And they're just jumping on him, because they want the attention. They want him to mate with them. And he's not doing that. And so he's becoming the person. And so they become his slaves because of that. Now, once again, once you get that, what are you doing with that? Is it really that important, as we talked about before? Is it really all that important? Now, you're going to get more and more attention the less and less you care about all this. The trouble is, what is importance is it? Unless you have that one person you're having children with, unless you're having that one person you're having a deep relationship with, preferably in my marriage, then what are you really doing? What are you really doing with all this? I mean, a few minutes of pleasure here and there, is this really what you're going to live your life with as a warrior? And that's something to think about. All right, so I think I'm running short of batteries here. So my time is short, my friends. I'm going to make this one short. So in summary, my friends, make sure that you use this serum in the right way and continue to work on getting better and better and better and using it in the right way. All right, my friends, until next time, we'll do a little longer one next time. 2 things to remember. 1, every day is a new day to a great warrior. And 2, continue to battle on, my friends. Battle on!